Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Now, I was thinking about something, Josh. Let's tell people how to find the show, first of all, right there. And I was looking around on the internet. Okay, so we're not going to spend a whole lot of time here. MSNBC, CNN especially, the deep state, hashtag deep state corporate corrupt media. We want to say that we hope, let me find a picture here. Because Josh, I think I'm the only one thinking this out. I'm serious. When I put this up, let's go with 49, okay? When I put this up right here, Josh, I want you to say this to me. When I tell you what's about to happen, you say, "Oh yeah, I get it," or you say, "I never thought of it." I see what you're saying, but I never thought. You see, and I'm going to ask you, put you on the spot. Now, be honest about it, okay? Josh in there shaking, probably. I can't see. The funny thing is the way Josh's monitor is, I cannot see him directly. He probably sits there many mornings and shakes his head. Okay, here is the direction that Hurricane Dorian, right? Right, Dorian, right. Hurricane Dorian threatens Florida over Labor Day weekend. Josh, get ready, because you know where they're going. They're going to the North Georgia mountains. That's the evacuation. Anytime. Did you think of that, Josh? Yeah.
That's what I've always been told, is that's where they flock.
See, Josh just made that up. He knows he wasn't thinking that. He knows I'm breaking that news. You're right, Josh. We know it up here, don't we, Josh?
Yeah.
So what happens when Florida evacuates? We get a lot of new friends over the weekend. So I just want to tell you, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Labor Day weekend in North Georgia, get ready. You are going to see 515 come out of Canton North. You're going to see a 2-lane evacuation coming north like you've not seen in a long time. Watch and see. This is supposed to hit. Now, it looks like it's going to be a Cat 3. They've already got models up that say it could hit a Cat 5. What's the recent? Just click on recent. Find what they're calling recent model on this hurricane right now, Josh. And landfall. See what you can see there. But first of all, it missed Puerto Rico. And newscasters all over hung their head in sadness when it missed Puerto Rico. Why? CNN is down there in Puerto Rico. They are all set up, ready to go. They wanted this storm to come across the island there in Puerto Rico, rip it apart, cause major devastation, and then go down there and lie about. Remember, the first one was Hurricane Maria or something. They lied about how many people, 3,000, died as a result. Okay, and which we know, if you had a problem with your foot, you had gout, but you think the gout came on because you didn't get enough water after the hurricane. It was a hurricane-related death. Okay, so anyhow, they're very upset that this didn't rip Puerto Rico apart. But they have another chance here, okay? It could hit dead center north of Miami. It could hit dead center Florida. And the cone of this storm could be wide enough to just rip all the way across Florida at high rates. What do you got, Josh? Have you picked up anything yet? Category 3 right now, right? When it hits landfall, Cat 3. Get the definition of a Cat 3, Josh. And then as you could see it going over Florida, it would go down to a Cat 1, and by the time it would hit Georgia, there would be a tropical depression.
Category 3 is the first that's considered a major hurricane with winds anywhere from 111 to 129 miles per hour.
So Category 3 is the first level that's considered major.
Yep.
Okay, so the media is sitting there waiting for this to rip through Florida. This is their chance. They can rip Florida apart. Now, Trump's watching this also, and I'll tell you why Trump's watching this also. Because one, he's on the phone down there with Ron DeSantis, okay? And Ron, let's go through here. I'm going to find a couple pictures we want to go through. The governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis. Where are we at? Almost. All right, let's go with the Puerto Rico. Let's go with number 18. All right. Puerto Rico is one of the most corrupt places on the earth. True. What if you asked that on Jeopardy, right, Josh? What is one of the most corrupt places on earth? Is it Puerto Rico? Whatever. Their political system is broken and their politicians are either incompetent or corrupt. Folks, I have waited my whole life for somebody to come along and just say this. Just say it. They're incompetent, they're corrupt, they're the most corrupt place on earth. Congress approved billions of dollars last time, more than any place else has ever gotten, and it is sent to crooked politicians. No good. I mean, you saw what happened in Puerto Rico. Crooked politicians cried and cried and cried about aid for Puerto Rico, and Trump was killing the people down there, and they approved the billions of dollars and sent it to crooked politicians. Do your research on how crooked. The governor just resigned, last week down there? All right, so that's that. Let me keep going here. All right. We're going to get to birthright citizenship. I want to get to this one really quick. We'll talk about bed bugs. I'm almost there. We talked about Johnny Isaacson. A couple more hurricane questions here. All right, and we'll get through that. Border wall, we'll get to that. We'll get to the woman that couldn't get enough $1 bills in her G-string to get on the debate stage. We'll get to that. Let's go to number 51. We are tracking closely Tropical Storm Dorian as it heads, as usual, to Puerto Rico. Hey, Mr. President's going towards Puerto Rico. Yeah. Hey, what's the chances of that, right? FEMA and all others are ready, and we will do a great job. When they do, let them know it and give them a big thank you. When they do a great job, let them know it. Not like last time. That includes the incompetent mayor of San Juan. We know, and by the way, number 52, we know about the millions of bottles of fresh water sitting on the air, sitting on a runway there in Puerto Rico, right? Number 52, and by the way, I'm the best thing that ever happened to Puerto Rico. I love it, man. I love it. By the way, best thing that ever happened to Puerto Rico, baby. The chosen one. You got it? Best thing ever happened to you, man. I absolutely love it. It just makes this guy, I love everything about it. I do. I really do. So anyhow, CNN, MSNBC, they're waiting for this hurricane to rip through Florida. Now, Ron DeSantis, I think the governor of Florida has already declared a state of emergency. We will see. Because if the governor of Florida, a Republican, does a very good job handling this, and FEMA does a good job handling this, that will put Donald Trump over the top on will he win Florida or not. I don't care. You don't like when we take, hey, Rahm Emanuel says never let a good crisis go to waste, right? So look, bottom line, we hope everything's okay. We wish you well. Our thoughts and prayers with the people of Florida. Up here in North Georgia, we know you're going to start flying up this way. It's going to be packed. So that way I got to go in the house Saturday, Sunday, and Monday and not come out. I got to stay clear out of the way because you're on your way up here. Boom. Traffic's going to be through the roof coming up here as you evacuate. We're ready for all of that. We wish you well. But if DeSantis handles this correct, the president handles this correct, and they get big accolades for it, Florida, you can take that off the blue side for the election. This is Trump's opportunity to finish off whoever his opponent is in Florida. Okay? You'll see. President Trump, you got to handle this correctly. Don't worry about the media. We'll get the word out. You got to handle this. The people in Florida will know. Handle this correctly, you win Florida. I know you don't like that. Take a short break, a very short break, Josh, on the short break side that we have. And we're going to come back and we're talking about Brexit. We're going to talk about nationalizing naturalized citizenship. We're going to talk about the debate stage coming up and who are the 10 candidates. We got a lot of things to do, folks. We're not done. It's Thursday. That means I'm at Sycamore Crossing tomorrow, Josh. We'll talk about that too when we get back. Take us a break.